Imagine being on a luxury cruise ship with over 1,400 cabins.
Oh my God, look at the size of that shower.
Spas, pools, and hot tubs galore.
Should we go back in?
Yes.
All right, 3, 2.
And 20 eateries serving global cuisine.
I'm gonna get the fish. Then we're at sea. Oh, why not? Yeah.
But with passengers demanding top-rate service,
we boarded as rock stars are going to disembark as divas, I think.
the crew don't stop until they're satisfied.
We need a green drink and some hot drinks. It's a hot drinks though.
They said the tram comes every 5 minutes, and it's been longer than that.
They're not happy, and I don't like people that are not happy.
Grafting around the clock to keep the ship in order.
It's 5 times broken. Usually you need whole day, starting from morning until evening.
Today is the last day. Thank God.
I am so excited.
But facing challenges on land and at sea.
If it's not safe, then there's no question. We're just not going to go.
It's not always plain sailing on the cruise. Scarlet Lady is en route to Mexico. The first stop on a 6-day cruise around the Caribbean. On board, hundreds of passengers are eagerly exploring the ship and getting into the swing of things. And while some are feeling energetic,
Now we're feeling it.
others are a little delicate after their first night's festivities. As the passengers kick back and enjoy life in the slow lane, over 1,000 crew members, from bartenders to bridge crew, are hard at work.
Indigenous 2 for the speed and 1 for position, okay.
The ship is due to dock in Costa Maya, Mexico, at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. In charge of getting her there on time is our charismatic captain,
I feel a little bit like a big daddy.
Giovanni.
Everyone told me, Captain, you don't have stripes, you don't have ranks, you don't have uniform. It's your charisma, your leadership, your style that make the difference.
Looks like it's calm seas ahead, so he's stepping away to charm some new arrivals.
Beautiful weather, sea is smooth, so let's go and find out a nice sailors.
Leaving trusty Second Officer Georgia at the helm.
Let's go. I'm going this direction, my dear. You're welcome.
Beyond steering the ship, meeting new passengers is one of Giovanni's favourite things to do.
Why I love my job? Because, you know, it's continuously different because we have new people coming. Hi, guys. How are you? Good. Everything is okay? I go to have my coffee because it's 4 o'clock in the coffee time for me.
And if he can combine schmoozing the sailors with sampling the ship's delights, well, so much the better.
This is my favorite bar on deck 7 because I have a beautiful view of the ocean. Can I have my usual? Thank you.
And it's the perfect place to meet and greet his new sailors.
Hello, good afternoon. How are you? I'm your captain. Pleased to meet you. Hi. Where you come from?
I come from just outside of Washington, D.C.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you enjoy so far?
Yeah, this is our 3rd cruise.
So, you are a repeater, and thank you. It's my privilege to...
And while some passengers are cruise ship regulars, others are popping their cruising cherries, including first-timers Paul and Damien. They've shelled out on the full VIP rock star treatment to mark a milestone birthday or two.
This cruise was for my 40th birthday, which was 2.5 years ago. It was a present to ourselves, but we've had to cancel it 6 times. After 6 times of doing it, Damien's also now 40, so it's a double celebration for both our 40th birthdays.
And being such a special occasion, Paul didn't want to leave anything to chance.
We've never been on a cruise before, and Paul likes to research everything to within an inch of its life.
I want to plan it to make sure it's amazing. I don't want to go somewhere and be really disappointed.
The sailors face some tough decisions on what to do when they reach Mexico tomorrow morning.
To be honest, we'll just be happy lying on a beach.
Oh, okay, maybe not that tough.
I think we might look at hiring a golf cart, we might look at going and exploring a bit in the jungle, but we're easily pleased when it comes to stuff like that. We're just excited to be going to other places.
Little do they know they might not be going anywhere as their arrival in Mexico is hanging in the balance. Back on the bridge, 27-year-old First Officer Elliot is in charge.
One of my earliest memories was going on a cruise as a vacation. I saw the captain at the top of the stairs giving a toast to the guests, and I thought, that's not a bad job to do. Here I am now, a nice little boyhood ambition achieved.
As First Officer, it's Elliot's job to navigate the ship's course, and he's spotted a problem.
Not so good, we've got a bit of a strong current, more than forecasted, up to 3 knots. The speed is looking not so strong to get us there on time.
Strong currents are slowing the ship's progress, and with over 600 miles of ocean still to cover, every knot counts. The ship's arrival into port and the sailors' itineraries are scheduled to the minute, so arriving late isn't an option.
There's other ships with us tomorrow and we have to be there on time or we'll miss our slot. So it's not a case of, OK, we can be late and that's it. And the sailors want to be there on time and they want to have their time out in port. We've got tours organised. So, yeah, it's a cardinal sin for us to be late to the port. So I just hope we're not.
Elliot might be smiling now, but if he doesn't do something soon, he'll have a shipload of angry passengers to deal with. As the senior officer on the bridge, he needs to make a quick decision. Does he start another engine and hope it's enough to make up the lost time? Or try and navigate another route away from the strong currents?
All right, let's see if we can strike a deal with the engineers, see if they can give us a few more horses out of these engines.
To reduce the ship's massive fuel bill, the fewer engines that are kept running, the better. But with thousands of passengers expecting to wake up in Mexico tomorrow, he's got little choice.
ECR bridge.
And instructs Geordie's second engineer, David, to fire up another engine.
Costas, David. Can you stand by DG2 for starting, please?
To do battle with the currents.
Let's go for it, see what we get now.
But will it be enough? Meanwhile, in the shopping arcade, Captain Giovanni's facing tough choices of his own.
Not too bad.
During a brief interlude from his passenger meet and greet.
Hi, pleased to meet you. I'm Giovanni, the captain. Pleased to meet you, sir.
Hi. If you're the captain, who's driving right now?
You really want to know it? No. No, there are some officers there taking a charge and do it very, very well.
But on the bridge, Elliot's not so sure.
The speed now has come up, although the current's a little bit more than anticipated. Here we have the Gulf Stream, so this is one of the major currents in the world that we have to deal with.
Although the ship's managed to pick up some speed, if he can't keep it up, the strong currents will scupper tomorrow's arrival.
So we actually have to continue this the whole time. We can't, that's one of our jobs, like continually monitor the ship's progress. So until we get there on time, then our job's not complete.
Elliot might be feeling the pressure. But below deck, Giovanni is feeling much more zen.
I will enjoy my sauna, sometimes also steam baths, and dive in this pool and then relax. That is my half an hour, 40 minutes of completely relax. But of course, always I have a telephone in order to be available for anything that can happen.
It's a good job Giovanni's recharged his batteries, because the situation on the bridge is anything but chilled.
Is it possible, I don't know if it is, mate, if you can squeeze a few more horses out of these engines we've got downstairs? We're a little bit behind on the speed. If we carried on like this, then we just won't make it on time.
In the Gulf of Mexico, Scarlet Lady has been battling strong currents that were threatening to throw her off schedule. But after flexing the engine's muscles...
That's actually looking quite good, isn't it? Speed now has come up.
The ship's managed to get back on track and is in sight of her first destination, the coastline of Costa Maya, Mexico. And while the passengers enjoy a leisurely breakfast...
How are you?
Good, how are you?
So far, good. How is everything?
Good.
On the bridge, Captain Giovanni, Deputy Captain Mark and Second Officer Georgia finally have land in sight. And for our seasick 28-year-old, it's particularly good news.
I do get seasick, but when the horizon is doing all of that, I don't do very well.
But in spite of all that, this ambitious second officer has her sights set on the top job.
Petronet steer 228.
Best watch out, Giovanni.
We're still 6 miles away, about 30 minutes more to go. So, on track, nice on time, making our approach.
Sounds simple, but things are about to get complicated. Docking in Costa Maya will need the expertise of a local pilot, which means the 110,000-ton cruise ship will need to rendezvous with the pilot's tiny boat. Stopping the giant ship to pick him up isn't an option.
You see out the bridge?
So the two ships need to match their speed and course exactly.
So look out, let me know if you see the pilot boat.
Yeah, already.
There?
Yeah, it's just the white thing.
Starboard side?
Yeah.
Okay.
The manoeuvre will be tough at the best of times, but strong winds are making the job even harder.
So the pilots say that is 20 knots of wind,
18 knots, yes.
Despite the trying conditions, Captain Giovanni spies an opportunity to put his bridge crew to the test and hands over control of his £650 million ship.
Okay, so Georgia, you will approach. And then as soon as pilot on board, pick up the speed, not less than 7 knots. And then you start the turn. Yes. So raise the flag.
It's a career first for Georgia, and a big step towards her goal of becoming a captain herself. No pressure, Georgia.
You can proceed to station. We are approaching our maneuver. Considerable wind, and here we have also the current that is pushing to the north, and the swell that is open sea.
The strong winds and currents risk pushing the ship off course. It's up to Georgia to maintain speed and keep the ship on exactly the right heading. If she's blown off course, the two boats could collide.
Pilot boat is approaching.
Pilot approaching.
It's an operation that needs to be very, very, very careful, you see, because it's dangerous for him as well. Pilot boat alongside.
Alongside.
On the ladder.
Pilot on the ladder. Bridge pilot on board.
Pilot on board, very good.
With the pilot safely on board, Second Officer Georgia has got her first taste of what life would be like as a captain.
The weight is on your shoulders, and you have everyone else looking up to you at that point for the answers, so I can only imagine taking a captain's role for the first time.
How is it open?
Below deck, things are getting serious for a different reason. Best friends Deanne and Sharon and 100 other sailors are gathering for a cruise ship staple.
Let's see what the red room is.
Mid-morning bingo.
Wow, there's a lot of people here. Yeah.
Deanne and Sharon are cruise ship regulars, although they weren't sure what to expect on this cruise.
I was afraid when we booked this that we would be the oldest people here, and we are not even close to the oldest people here.
I can't believe this ship compared to other ships because, I mean, even look at the furniture here that we're sitting on. I don't remember seeing this on Holland America.
There's $1,000 riding on this morning's game. So what exactly are Deanne and Sharon expecting from bingo Scarlet Lady style?
I expect it to be flashy and fun and a little bit over the top.
Well, ask and you shall receive, ladies.
Are we ready to play? Bingo with the team. Let's go.
What game are we playing?
We're playing straight lines. But don't worry, you don't have to be straight to play.
Come on, get us a good number.
Oh, 69! Baby, that's good luck.
What a way to kick off the game.
B13.
B13.
Come on.
Only one number left, ladies.
And 45.
Let's go.
Better luck next time.
That was just disheartening to not win $1
I
million.
was so close. I won an enthusiasm.
That's right, you did.
Bingo might be finished, but the day has just begun. The ship will be docked in tropical Costa Maya for 10 hours.
Morning. Good morning. This way.
And for the sailors, there's a full slate of excursions and activities on offer.
Have fun. See you later. Stay on the ship time, please.
Yes.
Don't forget.
Anyone going ashore must sign out and make sure they're back on board by 7:30 p.m. ship time, which is an hour ahead of the local time. One of the crew members lucky enough to go ashore is excursions booker Kaylee. The former redcoat has swapped Bognor for the Bahamas,
Morning, morning.
but is still the life and soul.
Thank you,
Thank you. I wanted to go a little bit further. I wanted to travel. I wanted to explore the world.
Today, Kaylee's responsible for making sure the excursion goes to plan. Trouble is, she's never been to Costa Maya before.
Where's the pier?
She's taking charge of a dozen passengers and leading them through a Mexican cooking and dancing class.
We're going to have an experience of a day together.
It doesn't come cheap. The passengers have paid £65 each for the excursion. So Kaylee's under pressure to make sure everyone has a great time and gets their money's worth.
Good morning. Good morning, Miguel. How are you?
Good.
It's new territory for everyone, not least Kaylee.
Everybody's raring to go, just like me.
The passengers are being schooled in some traditional Mexican cuisine. Although turns out, Kaylee's the one who needs the cooking lessons.
Arriba! I can't cook. I've never had to be good at cooking. Everybody always cooks for me.
Well, not today. On the menu is authentic Mexican guacamole with freshly smashed avocado, herbs and spices.
I do a mean jacket potato.
Not very Mexican.
Definitely not doing this right.
Thankfully, her passengers do know their way around a kitchen.
Normally, I'm on the mashing side and mixing everything together, and my wife does all the chopping. So we decided today just to kind of mix it up a little bit, and I would do this while she did that.
You did a really good job.
Yeah.
How's yours going?
Delicious.
Yeah, yours looks great.
It's delicious. Did you make one too?
Tried.
It didn't work out.
No, mine doesn't look anything like that.
Guacamole might not be Kaylee's specialty, but salsa is right up her street.
Time for some salsa. Salsa dancing, let's go. Come on, guys, time to dance. I had aspirations to be a performer at a very young age. I studied dance and performing. You do salsa. Come on, right at the front, right at the front.
But just as her group get into the swing of things, the party is cut short.
Well, it seems like we've come across a bit of a little dilemma. We might have a power cut, but I'm sure it won't last for too long. It will all get put right soon.
Here's hoping. The passengers have paid top whack for a dance masterclass. Anything short of that, and Kaylee could find herself in the firing line. With most of the sailors and crew ashore, Scarlet Lady feels more like the Mary Celeste. But a quiet ship means a busy day for some, including 27-year-old Cielo.
Housekeeping.
Port days are when she gets the chance to clean some of the 813 crew cabins.
This room will take 15 minutes.
These cabins are the crew's home away from home, and some need a little extra TLC.
I think it's a little bit messy, but we have more than like that.
Like many of the crew, Cielo spends up to 6 months at sea, working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. But with free bed and board, the cash incentive is strong.
The salary, which is very different from the Philippine salary, because I have
7 siblings. So I need to send like 60% of my salary back home to provide my family.
But the salary isn't the only attraction.
I actually met my boyfriend here, and we're about 2 years together. Callum from Scotland. He's working in entertainment department. I feel like lucky because I found one which is really good man for me.
But working opposite shifts in different departments means the pair are more like ships in the night.
Since we have different working schedule, we just make some time like in my lunch break. But every day we're talking, I feel like, oh, he's good. So yeah, I fall in love with him. I hope Callum will be my husband soon.
No. Back in Costa Maya, Kaylee's salsa dancing class is still in the dark. As the minutes tick by, her passengers are starting to get a little antsy. Fearing a Mexican wave of complaints. No? Okay, fine. It's time for plan B. B as in...
Beach time, everybody, beach time!
It might not be quite what they paid for, but fingers crossed, an afternoon on a beautiful Caribbean beach will help them get over it.
It's the first time I've been here, so I'm going to explore myself and enjoy my time with the rest of our sailors on the last part of our sure thing day.
So, has Kaylee managed to win over her sailors?
Kaylee seems really sweet. She stopped by our table a few times and just chatted with us. She's very funny, has kept us pretty organized, and seems like a good person.
Top marks then.
I didn't know how far we were going to have to walk. I wish I'd been given a little bit of notice that it was going to be about a 15-minute walk.
Oh dear. Anyone else?
Honestly, everything has been so amazing today, just the entire experience, although I feel like every person that's ever gone on vacation wants it to last just a little bit longer before you gotta head back to the boat.
Why do we have to leave right now?
Yeah.
I'd call that mission accomplished. As the 7:30 all-aboard deadline approaches, passengers stream back on board, ready for a sail-away drink on the top deck. But as the crew prepare to cast off, ship security make a worrying discovery. 2 sailors haven't made it back. As the minutes tick by, the pair are nowhere to be seen. The 7:30 deadline comes and goes. The ship should have set sail half an hour ago, and Captain Giovanni's patience is wearing thin.
Maybe we are lucky.
Then one of the missing sailors is spotted stumbling towards the ship.
So I believe we might have one of our sailors approaching. If you see him running, motivate him to run faster.
What's happened to him?
Unlike is drowned.
The friends have been sampling the local hospitality, but only one has made it back to the ship.
Okay, so does that gentleman know where his friend was?
No.
Good friends.
One of the 2 friends probably were not so big friends because he doesn't know where is the other one.
Captain Giovanni faces a dilemma. Does he wait, delaying thousands of passengers and crew and putting the cruise behind schedule? Or does he set sail and leave the authorities in Mexico to decide what to do with the drunken sailor? In Costa Maya, Mexico, one of Scarlet Lady's sailors has gone AWOL. Captain Giovanni's already waited an extra 30 minutes, delaying thousands of passengers and crew.
Okay, control radiant tested on starboard wing. Yes, I take the con.
But with no sign of the missing man showing up, Giovanni makes the call
We are ready to go, now?
to cast off without him.
Okay, so new manifest, one less.
Very good. but we are still missing one. I think that he will remain overnight here in Costa Maya.
The missing sailor eventually arrived at the port an hour late and had to fly home at his own expense.
Yes, aft, bridge.
And while that sailor faces a quiet night in Costa Maya, for everyone else on the ship, it's anything but.
How we doing, sailors?
Mancunian VIPs, Damien and Paul, have decided to embrace their inner rock star by headlining to a sold-out crowd. No, it's not Glastonbury, rather Deck 7's karaoke bar.
How we doing, sailors? Welcome to karaoke. I'm looking for singers. You have a song on your soul.
It's up to Happenings cast member Ryan to get everyone in the spirit.
You don't have to be good. You can just be drunk and fun.
And what karaoke classics have the rock stars got in store for us?
Going with a very understated rendition of Mika's Grace Kelly. So that could go either way.
Right. Nice and simple then.
I will very, very, very occasionally do karaoke, only if there's far too much alcohol involved. But tonight, I'm quite happy to let you take over and entertain everybody.
No pressure. Just a cruise ship full of people.
And after sizing up the competition, the nerves are kicking in.
You'll be next one. Oh, yeah. Brace yourself. It'll be good.
But it's too late to back out now.
Are we ready for our next karaoke? Yes! Give it up for the person who self-proclaims himself as the #1 karaoke in all of the United Kingdom. Give it up for Damien!
It's Damien's time to shine.
I can be blue, I can be for Damien!
Move over, Mika. A star is born.
I think it went really, really well as it could have done.
Are we ready to keep
Turns out Damien's got a taste for the limelight. And no sooner has the applause died down, and he's straight back up again.
I think he thinks he might have a job here entertaining people.
Are we ready?
But I think I am going to drag him off this boat when we get back to Miami.
Give it up for Rachel and Damien. Rachel!
And the Jay-Z song was on. And the Jay-Z song was on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gonna party in the USA. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gonna party in the USA.
It's day 3 of the Caribbean cruise. For the sailors, it's a sea day and a chance to enjoy the ship and its facilities.
3, 2.
Oh. But for Happenings cast member Ryan, fresh from last night's karaoke session,
what's up, y'all?
It's time to don another of his many hats. And this time, it's Quizmaster.
We are here at Deck 7. We are at the Roundabout. We are doing Scoop There It Is, our ice cream game show. This is when I get to be a game show host and I get to express that side of my personality and my talents.
Yes!
Friends Deanne and Sharon are hoping to make a comeback after their defeat at yesterday's bingo.
We're here to taste ice cream.
We're going to start this off the way we start all of our activities off with a nice ahoy! Ahoy! Yes!
The winning contestant will earn the honour of becoming Dairy King or Queen for the day.
What's your name and where you're from?
My name is Deanne and I'm from Portland, Oregon.
Take a sample and let us know what flavor you think that might be.
This kind of tastes like cherry cheesecake.
Cherry cheesecake is incorrect!
Uh-oh. Will Sharon fare any better?
Round 2! Are we ready, Sailor 3?
Yes.
Yes, we sure are.
Are those glasses going to help? Well,
I literally didn't even see them on the first.
it's strawberry.
Oh, okay. Well, the glasses help because that is correct!
Oh, she made it into the final. The missing words round.
Call!
That is an incorrect answer. No audience participation. Can we give a mighty round of applause and a thunderous moo? Yes.
Despite their best efforts, The pair narrowly miss out on the coveted title.
I'm a loser, but I'm having fun.
Well, that's a win in my book.
No matter what you're in the mood for, you can find it here. I mean, if you want something a little risque, it's here. If you want something fun and inviting, it's here. If you just want to sit back and be entertained, I think we'll just probably run around the ship and see what kind of trouble we can get into.
They won't have to look far, as all around the ship, there are clues that something special is happening. Tonight, every sailor on board is invited to a ship-wide celebration known as Scarlet Night.
You guys are getting ready for the party tonight, right?
Yeah, it's the Scarlet Night.
Yeah.
Scarlet Night. You need to wear something reddish.
No problem. We can do that.
Highlight is on 15. So
Okay. That's the pool party.
That's the pool party. Be ready to jump in.
The exact details are kept a secret from the sailors, but it's billed as the biggest night of the cruise. So expectations are through the roof. For the crew, it's a massive job to transform the ship and then choreograph dozens of different events. And the man making sure it all goes off without a hitch is technical manager Sangeet.
My name in India means music, so it's kind of poetic that I am in the entertainment business.
Part showman, part technician, it's Sangeet's job to add a little extra sparkle to events on board. Actually, make that a lot of sparkle.
Everything that's technical when it concerns entertainment, be it sound, lights, automation, be it events, pop-ups, all of that ties into me.
The ship's Scarlet Night transformation starts on deck 15.
Oh, this is the biggest night of the voyage. We're going to transform the pool deck entirely.
The centrepiece of the pool deck's new look will be a 75-foot inflatable octopus known as Tubbs.
My rest of my army is coming right now, and that's the army that takes to set up the pool deck.
And there's more to it than just inflating him.
This is Tubbs' ink. It sits right underneath Tubbs, and then on the command of a button, it just spews out smoke, and we call it squid ink. Tubbs' ink, sorry.
The work doesn't stop with Tubbs.
Lionel, rack is good, yeah?
There are 10 venues that Sangeet's team are taking charge of. He's got just 2 hours to get everything set up and tested before showtime. Over 40 performers, including singers and dancers, circus performers and musicians, will give roving performances around the ship. It's timed to perfection, and all triggered with the push of a single button. And it's Sangeet's finger that pushes that button.
The biggest challenge tonight is we can't do a tech run for this night. We have to be 200% sure that when we press that space bar for the software to go, everything is in order for that to go. If it's not going, there are cast members, technicians, dinner times and other show times that's going to get affected with the clash. So our biggest challenge is technically being ready and praying and hoping and being confident that we have checked off all the right boxes.
One of the first boxes to tick is making sure stage manager Marina
How are the tentacles for Tubbs today?
is happy with the installation.
Yeah, those need to be connected like that.
Turns out she's very particular when it comes to her tentacles.
These should be connected like this.
Okay, and what else?
No, what's going on with this one?
It's always been like that.
No, I don't think so.
So do you want this
I
back?
don't know where this one normally is.
And then what? Do you want this one outside?
I don't know, it might just be a thing for me that I just like them a certain way.
While Sangeet and his team take care of the technicalities, Ryan is busy spreading the word with the sailors, including karaoke champion Damien and his partner Paul.
So Scarlet Night, it's going to be happening. It's our holiday. We do a big shipwide celebration. We do a big finale at the pool. You'll see all 41 performers perform for the first time together, and then we party it out.
As rockstar VIPs, Damien and Paul will get a special guided tour of the festivities from Ryan.
So this will be your inside tour. You can meet me at 9 o'clock at the roundabout stairs on 6. And I'll be there in a crown, short shorts, low zipper. Can't miss me. But we'll take you around to the best of Scarlet Night.
Back on deck 15, Tubbs' tentacles have been tweaked. But with less than 30 minutes before showtime,
Yeah. We don't have light on one of Tubbs' eyes.
Sangeet notices a problem.
Yeah, Tubbs is having a moment. One of his eyeballs were out, so the little lights inside the eyes that light up. So Riley, one of my technicians, is actually inside Tubbs right now, trying to fidget with the wires and make the light work. Riley, okay there?
Yeah, man.
Ma'am,
You see the eyeballs right now?
I can, they're not lit up. No eyes still. Yeah, so this just became another 20 minutes of a project. And this is what we mean when we don't do a tech run or things like that. Things can go wrong like this, and then you have to act on the spot and think on your feet and fix out.
With just 20 minutes to go before showtime, Sangeet's preparations for the biggest night of the cruise could be derailed by a one-eyed inflatable octopus.
Try some CPR in there, but an octopus has 8 hearts. Oh, Tubby boy.
Somewhere off the coast of Cuba, passengers and crew are preparing for Scarlet Night and what promises to be the biggest night of the cruise.
Everyone's all dressed up and there's a sense of excitement in the air for a big night.
But the centrepiece of the party, Tubbs, the giant inflatable octopus, is looking a little flat.
You're disconnecting the other one then, Riley?
Some wonky wiring means Tubbs has lost an eye, and technical manager Sangeet has just 15 minutes before showtime to fix it.
And we're still waiting. Oi! Alive! Got both of them. Yeah, we got both. And now they're going to zip Tubbs up and everything should be back to normal. It's on, yeah, it's on.
With Tubbs' eyes fixed, Sangeet faces a race against the clock, with just 10 minutes to check 10 different venues across 4 different decks.
Yeah, missing one here, that's all. Hello? Right, no one's in there. My ropes are set. And that's one venue down. On to the next. Back to the SIP lounge. Tentacles in place. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Disco ball is in place.
Go on, Sangeet.
It's 8:40 right now. And then we have to go at 9. I got literally 10 minutes to finish all of this and then be back at the go position. The pressure is mostly because, not only because of 10 minutes is easy to do, but if something were to go wrong in those 10 minutes, I have 3 minutes to make it right. So, doghouse red lights are good.
Not forgetting the final venue, the onboard photo booth.
That's photo check done. Thank you, Dennis.
The sailors have been told to gather around the central staircase at 8 p.m, where the opening number will be performed by Ryan and the entire Happenings cast. But with the sailors' imaginations running wild, will the party live up to their expectations? While Sangeet and his team prepare for the biggest night of the cruise, it's also a big night for Lovebirds, Cielo and Callum.
So I've got a little date lined up with Cielo. We're going to go to Gum Bay, which is a nice Korean restaurant. And we're going to eat some lovely dinner.
They've managed to arrange a rare night off together, and they want to make the most of it.
So I decided to wear this black. This one. Does it look lovely?
The couple's romance blossomed after they met on board ship, just before the world went into lockdown.
Well, I was walking through the casino on deck 6 and she was hoovering. We got talking and then obviously coronavirus came around, so as crew we're all getting moved to guest cabins. We took the decision to stay together and share that guest cabin. So it was great. It meant that we could get to know each other a bit more better because we had 4 months near enough of spending time together before she got sent home. It's going pretty serious. I mean, obviously it's been 2 years, so I wouldn't obviously be wasting my time or her time, to be honest, if we didn't think it was serious.
Talking of things getting serious...
Got my surprise red jacket for Scarlet Night.
Back on deck 7...
Yay!
It's the moment of truth for Sangeet.
Pre-show is a go.
Happy Scarlet.
Showtime!
She appeared as an octopus.
The opening number kicks off the rest of the pop-up performances around the ship. Sangeet's pulled it off. Now he gets to let his hair down.
Our Scarlet Night!
And with Ryan playing Pied Piper for these willing partygoers.
My only rule for this next room is that we dance when we go in here. Yes, come on in.
It's definitely different, I'll give you that. After all the hype, here's hoping Ryan's dance moves are enough to sell the sailors on the experience.
We're just following the crowd. We're right towards the back of the ship, so yeah, I don't know. I think it's the secret
going to the
bar.
doghouse.
Oh, that sounds great. Let's do that.
Meanwhile, while sailors are crisscrossing the ship, Cielo does her level best to stay out of their way. No easy task in killer heels.
Callum is already in the table right now waiting for me. It's a long way to walk in here from forward to off. My foot is sore already wearing these heels.
Luckily, she knows all the shortcuts.
Hi, good evening.
And makes it in good time, ready to be waited on for a change.
Welcome back.
When Cielo joined the ship 2 years ago, the last thing she expected to find at sea was romance.
Cheers. I don't have the plan to have a relationship on board because I heard many things which is not good. So when he came and he approached me, I decided to, okay, let's try. Nothing will lose.
With promotions and transfers to different ships on the horizon, the pair are glad of some precious time together.
Yeah, it was nice to escape the work environment and then just get away from it all and kind of
spending time together.
Yeah, spend time together and feel like you're actually having a life more than just working.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go.
Back in the thick of the Scarlet Night celebrations, Ryan's group have made it to the first stop. But is the party living up to expectations?
Oh, we love a theme night. We love a theme night.
I'd say that's a resounding yes. But this party is just getting started.
This is just the tip of the iceberg tonight. So we are going to head up to the pool deck here in just a little bit, and we are going to end this the only way we know how, which is with a huge bang. And it's going to be a really good time.
Room for one more. With drinks flowing and music pumping, these cruisers don't need much convincing and turn this night into one to remember. Coming up next time, Damien needs a rock star cure for a killer hangover.
Some might see it as being a waste if I just got straight back on it now, but it's probably more of an investment.
Giovanni hands over the ship to a new captain.
Thank you very much for every one of you, and you have the charge. And I have the time to go to the beach.
And paradise doesn't impress everyone.
We're going to miss our excursion if we're not careful.
So guys, what happened? I'm going to bed.
On the cruise.